Welcome back. Today's 25th of August 2026. The question of today is scripted or unscripted? Because yesterday I was watching a video about a content creator sharing that all his videos are scripted and he reads a teleprompter to talk and to get that confidence while he's talking. And I'm thinking, maybe it's something I should try out, but I just can't because I don't like scripting things. I just go with the flow. That's me, by the way. I'm gonna go out walking today, and guess what? Today I brought my DJI Pocket 4P and my wireless mic is connected too. And let me just show you here what's the temperatures out today. Let me zoom in. Where's the zoom button? This forgot. Hold on. Yeah, I found it. There we go. That's today's temperature, 42. Hold on a minute. There we go, 42. Yeah. Now, let's get back. Oops, how do we zoom back out? Here we go. That's better. Right, what I'm going to do is lock you on active tracking. Active track enabled, like I did yesterday on my Luna. By the way, if you didn't watch my vlog yesterday, you should, because my Luna overheated on me when I was doing content. And it was because of heat, not the device. The title is just, I put, according to YouTube Studios ask, when I asked it to watch my video, what's the recommended title? It said Luna Insta360 overheated and so forth. Anyway, that's not important, but what is important is that the device didn't overheat because the device overheated. It overheated because the environment I'm in, it's hot. You saw the temperature yourself today. It's the same as yesterday. So let's get out, let's start walking. Let me activate my watch to start walking, so I log my exercise today. Are we going to go for 3K today? Well, let's see how we go. Right, here we go. Oh, it's still hot like yesterday. Ouch, got electric shock there. So what I've got for the settings, I've got on 4K 30 frames per second, and yesterday's profile, well, the filter I selected was cinematic, right? Cinematic, yeah, and I had it on 50% the strength. And today for the DJI, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to select movie, and that's what I selected before hitting the record button. So I selected movie and the strength at 50% too, so it's fair. So you can compare the footage of yesterday's and today's. And by the way, I'm not doing a tech review or doing a DJI Pocket 4P tech, spec video, or anyway. What I'm doing is just recording my daily vlogs and my life and using my cameras. So now you know what I'm using. Now let's get that out of the way because no more tech for today. Right. Here we go. At least the LCD, I can see what is actually being displayed here. Unlike yesterday, I couldn't. Strange. I must have the brightness really low on that. I think I did actually dial it down because when I was in Thailand, when I was using it, I remember bringing it down to save battery, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, let's see how we go. So I hope you've got out your chair too and you're walking with me and we'll go on this walk together. Just have a chit chat, right? And you can listen to me yap on, maybe, I don't know. Either way, I hope you're out there getting some walks in. Walks in, yeah. I felt better, but you know what was strange yesterday? After I got back home, I had some dinner and had a shower and I tried to sleep. It was just like, I couldn't. I just felt like so much energy in me. So I didn't wind down to about 12 midnight. Slept, woke up again, 5:30, got changed and left for work. And that's how I started my day today. So I got about 6 hours roughly. No, not even that. I think 5 hours 30, 5 hours 40 sleep time. But I feel good. I feel better, which is strange because today I was talking to someone saying, is it me or is it sometimes when you sleep less you feel better than when you sleep more? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Now this mic looks like it's clipping. I don't know why. I haven't got the gains up, have I? I don't think I have. Anyway, if it's clipping, I can still fix it maybe after editing. But again, what I'm trying to go for is no edits, keep it raw, and just keep uploading. That's how I'm going to keep doing it now, going forward for now. So I was sitting there also yesterday when I was in bed like you do, thinking about what you want to do. in life and so forth, and I was sitting there thinking about my channel again for some bizarre reason. So I was thinking, again, this is a follow-up to yesterday's video vlog, so if you didn't catch that, so I can link them both together. So basically, I talked about removing old content from my new channel. Is that something I should do, or just leave that? I don't know. So drop me a comment below, let me know what you think. Should I delete all my old content and just keep only new content on this channel, or would you like to have that on my channel? Either way, you, the viewer out there, can let me know if you've been following me, and if you are part of my journey, I do thank you for being part of this journey with me, because it means a lot to me. And by the way, if you're new to my channel, thank you too for tuning in and watching me yap on, I guess. So my name's Khalil, and Khalil on Life is my new channel name, which used to be previously Khalil's my name. Yeah, that's better. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep moving. Yeah. So I'm on a journey. So this journey is for me to get in better shape than I currently am in now. So how am I going to do that? Well, I'm starting off by walking again, doing my daily walks and daily talks, walk and talks. So I was sitting there thinking too that I need to get into the gym. So I'm going to start, hopefully by next week, I'll start going looking for a gym that ticks my boxes. And by the way, so we enter September, that's when I'm going to step it up. And I've been following a couple of other content creators, amazing content creators out there, and they recommended to do a 90-day challenge for their channel, I mean, not for me. So I was thinking, that sounds like a plan, I've done the 40-day challenge before, aced it, won it, achieved the target weight that I wanted to do, that dropped the excess weight. And now, if I were to go for a 90-day challenge, what would that look like? So if I go September, October, November, so ideally, when I enter December, I should be looking like a new person, right? Technically. But how am I going to do that? I'm going to do that with a clear strategy plan in place. Let me think about it until the end of this month. Hopefully, if that's something I'm going to do, watch out on my channel and see if that's what I'm going to do. Drop me a comment below and let me know if you think it's something that I should do. Because I'm sure there's somebody out there watching me who has way far knowledge than I do when it comes to these challenges. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, so yesterday, just in case you did not watch my video all the way through and you may have skipped it and you went straight to the part where my Luna overheated, by the way, let me make this clear for you out there who's watching. The Luna did not overheat because the Luna has a problem. The Luna overheated because I had active tracking probably on, which was suggested by another content creator by the name Photolabs, an amazing content creator. Now he's a proper tech reviewer and so forth. So he thinks that maybe because I have active tracking enabled and I had so many things, going against it. He could be right, he could be wrong, I don't know. But either way, he has a point. Because that's asking the processor to work, overload, right? But then again, don't forget, I had the Action camera, well, Luna in my hand like that. So I've got some temperature from my body too, which also he recommended that could be a contribution to it, which makes a lot of sense, sorry. So I've got that going against me, plus the weather. You saw the weather temperatures. And it's not like it's cooler today, it's same as yesterday. So let's see. Again, this is a good feature to have in your device, by the way. If it shuts down due to overheating, especially when you're pushing it, don't forget that these devices have these AI chips and it's working, and and the environment you're in makes that impact on your device. Has an impact on your device. Now my brain's not as good as yesterday. Well, actually, it is. It's better than yesterday, but I don't know. I guess because I'm walking, and get pumped and so forth. Anyway, so this is a good thing to have actually. If your camera shuts down when you're pushing it, it's just a safety mechanism in place to make sure that your device does not overcook itself and gets damaged. So I'd rather have my device shut down on me than overcooking and melting on me. That's the last thing I want, a melted device. Could you imagine holding a device, it's going so hot that it starts melting your hand? That'd be like, whoa. not a thing you'd like to have, right? Or experience. Yeah. So I wanted to connect the wireless mic today because I'm testing out some things for me, not for the channel, for me. Testing it out with wireless mic, without wireless mic, and so forth. I love the footage that I did on the Luna, and I should have done 3 versions. At least the AI version, which I did in the beginning, which I let the Insta360 app do the AI edit framing for me. The second one, which I tried to attempt doing it on the laptop, which I completely failed, by the way. I ruined that footage as well. And that was supposed to be the manual version. What I should have done is the third version, which I'm comfortable with and happy to work with the workflow, which was doing it on my mobile device, by the way. You know, sometimes these things are overwhelming, especially with these mobile devices. Sorry, apps, I mean. The 360. 360 camera is not as easy as you think to edit, by the way, so just to let you know, giving you a heads up that yes, it's a nice camera to have, but pain in the butt to edit with. Yeah, a pain in the butt. So that's why sometimes, actually no, that's why. It is a fact for me, if I use action cameras that dedicate like this, for example, not the gimbal one, I mean, like let's say the Action 4 or 5 or 6 or the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 or the Nano, any of these cameras that don't move, that you have to move, focus on you, it's easy to edit because you don't really need to edit that much, really, do you? Unless you want to just change the color grading and so forth. And anyway, so I hope that was clear. Now, what's the day looking like today? As in self-reflecting time. I feel good. I can feel it in the air today for me. Feeling good. I thought it'd be a bit crazy and wacky today. I don't care. You gotta live, you gotta live. Enjoy life. You can't be so serious all the time, right? Why so serious? Exactly. Why so serious? Yeah. It's hot though, I'm telling you. I can already feel it. You must be seeing it in my face too. And we're already 10 minutes in already. So let's see. I can see how, you know, the active tracking maybe caused the heat to go overboard because you're just continuously tracking, you know, and so forth. So it makes a lot of sense. Thanks, Photo Wraps, for that. I didn't think of that. But anyway, let's move on. Skip that part now. We've got it out in the clear. We've got it all out and cleared out. That's better. Yeah. So from today onwards, it's going to start dipping down in temperatures and so forth, and we'll go start heading towards winter. Can't wait, you know. Ooh. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's say flip the screen round. Let me just disable active tracking. How do I disable it? Hold on. Get off that. There we go. So as you can actually go and compare yesterday's footage and today's footage with the front facing and back facing, and you can be the judge of what you think of the quality so far. Yeah. What is up with this weird things I'm doing? What do and what's that crap? Shut up. Yeah. Breathing that fresh air. Yes, breathing that fresh air. You know, sometimes the footage on the small LCD screen looks amazing. Sometimes on my phone it looks wow. As soon as I upload it, like, that's what it didn't. That's not what it looked like on my LCD or phone. Strange. I don't know. Something's going on, let me tell you. Anyway, something about walking that clears your head, you know. It does. And let me get the active tracking back enabled. There we go. Yeah, something about it. I think I did take this anyway, so let's not repeat. Oh, what was that? It's weird. Yeah. So yesterday I hit about 11,000 plus steps, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna do the same today. I don't care, hook or crook, I'm gonna do it. So yesterday I did about 3.2 or 3 something. You can check out my post, go to the community post, and check it out there. I screenshot the information from the Samsung mobile app that I have for Samsung Health, and I plastered it there for you to see. Yes, this is all about keeping track, record of what you're doing, so you can remember how you progressed through your journey. I'm walking at a good pace. I'm not, slowing down. No, I'm walking, moving along, moving along. Yeah. Whew. La, la, la. You know what I want to learn? Well, what I want to start learning, as a better how to say it, is how to create my own LUTs for my movies, photography and so forth. And I can have my own signature when I put it onto my pictures, for example, when I'm with my Leica, or when I'm doing videos, put my own LUT to it, my own magic touch, as they say. Yeah. I need to look into that more. Now, on the update front on photography, again, I've been giving myself a break from that because I put so much information in my brain. Understanding exposure, the triangle of photography. I thought, okay, now I need to take a break. Because when I hold the camera, it's become easier now. The tool has been understood. Choosing lenses, your paintbrush, what to do, paint the light with, You know what I'm talking about, if you're into photography. If you don't, it means capturing the light, following the light, how it goes. Oh, I'm telling you. Another thing was yesterday, when I sat down, I was offloading the footage onto my phone, and my head was getting lighter and lighter. Oh, I had like a dizzy spell for a second. I was like, whoa, this doesn't feel right. Everything feeling dark around me. I was like, ooh, don't move yet. And that's the signs of, when you're in the old age, your body's telling you, slow down, baby, slow down. You're not as young as you used to be. Yeah, you're not as young as you used to be. Sometimes I've got to slow it down, I think. Yeah. Oh well. You know what? I will switch around disabled tracking. At least that way you don't have to sit there and look at me all the way through. You can look at me maybe when I'm talking, I don't know. But let's enjoy the moment together. I truly hope that these vlogs, what I'm doing right now, walk and talk, is motivating you two to get out and walk. Create content if you want to try something new. The best thing to do is, as I can give you as a tip for creating content, get outside, hit the record button, and just let yourself talk and hear yourself and play it back to you. You don't have to upload it to any platform or share it with anyone. Just let it, be there for you to listen to yourself. You might find it inspiring, you might find it helpful. That's what it's all about, self-development, self-improvement in life, mental health and so forth. You gotta look after yourself, honestly, you gotta look after yourself. So I said it yesterday as well, look in the mirror. When's the last time you said to yourself, in the mirror, look at yourself, in the mirror, straight at yourself and say, thank you for being you, I love you, and I'm really proud of you. When do you say that to yourself? When? You say it to everybody else around you, but to yourself, I don't know. Let's get the active track enabled again. Yeah, so, you got to sit there, look after you, number one, you. Yes, you. Because once you look after you, you get yourself in that best version of you, and then you can help others around you. Otherwise, there's no point trying to help anyone around you if you're not the best version of yourself, right? Think about it. And when you sit there, and when you sit there and think about it, I tell you, sometimes your tongue twists on you, sometimes, I don't know. That's just life, baby. That's just life. Yeah. I do apologize again. Let's switch you back round. There you go. That's better view for you. I mean, the last thing you want to be doing is keep staring at me, right? Oh yeah, you gotta add some human life, you know, you gotta add some humor to it all. So sarcasm, sometimes I keep telling myself, you know, kill it, because being sarcastic, well, it's got a flip coin to it. At one side it's good and happy and funny for everybody, but sometimes it just could be for everybody else. So I don't know. I guess when you're around sarcasm a lot, and it's second nature to you, right? But when I sat down with my thoughts, self-reflected about it, did I forget to switch off my notification to Samsung? Yeah, I did. Hold on. So when I sit there and give myself self-reflect my thoughts, as I was saying, I sit there and tell myself, nah, I think you need to not be sarcastic in life, you know, because it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's up to you, but for me, I think, I don't know. I really don't know, honestly. I don't know what to think sometimes. I just don't know what to think, but, you know, I'm here on this journey with you, telling you that you got to make these changes in life to be a better version of you, and that's what it's all about. That's what my channel is all about. That's why I chose the name Khalil on Life, because I'm sitting there trying to tell you how I'm going to navigate through my life and how navigate through my life as the channel grows. Once it starts growing and so forth, then you start seeing more and more. But you know what? If you're there with me right now, at least you're going to be part of the journey. You can look back with me and say, you see how far you've come from there to here, and you know, that's how it goes in life. Yeah. By the way, I was sitting there, you know, watching, again, content, but I'm going to rewind to about a year and a half, I think. And I remember when I first started off the journey, so I had 2 years, so to be exact, when I really started to go into content creating. So like everybody else, you go and watch these videos, how to do this, change the setting, put this on, off, you know how it goes anyway. So there was a couple of videos that kept repeating, and the one that I'm talking about is the ones that tell you to, you know, or give you advice like, you know, if your video does not, you know, launch in 24 hours, it's dead. Forget about it, or 48 hours. That's it, it's gone. I'm thinking, well, looking back today, fast forward to today, that ain't right, because what I've learned is each video is different. Depending on the topic you're discussing, depending on what you are sharing, hits differently. Now, when you're a brand new channel, this is what I learned, by the way, it takes time for YouTube to understand who you are. And I mean the platform. So let's move to YouTube, by the way, in a minute. So the platform needs to understand who you are, what kind of content you're creating, and what type of audience would like to engage and watch your videos. So it goes out to the audience based on what the keywords you've used, for example, the titles and so forth, and what people may be searching that day, you know. So that's what it's like. In order for you to understand this whole YouTube algorithm, whatever you want to call it, you need to understand how it works. So what did I discover about YouTube? So for me, what's the first thing you would do? You think about this. Now drop me a comment below after this and let me know if that makes sense to you. So you go onto YouTube, what do? You search for something, right? How would you search for it? Think like that. And once you start thinking like that, that's how you can create your content like that. It makes sense, right? So you see some videos go viral and so forth. Yeah, maybe because that topic or title, you know, sparked curiosity for somebody that was looking for something, or the thumbnail was so appealing that you clicked it, you had to click it, see what's going on. So remember, that's how the package of thumbnail and so forth comes into it. Now, what bar? You might be thinking, what did I say, what bar? So you might be thinking, but my video's not getting views. You know, there's other channels that get thousands of views. Of course, yes, I just told you why. However, you may be seeing videos for other content creators that go, whoa, you know, up there, and some don't. But remember, if you look at a channel, let's say, for example, has 300,000 subscribers, and that person gets, whoa, you know, that many views, quick, instantly. because their following is higher than yours. So if you're a new content creator, let's say you got 50 or 100 or 400 like me, and you hit your video, I'm not getting the same traction like a person with 300,000 subscribers. Why? Because a larger audience will be tapping into multiple people that follow that channel in different time zones and so forth, so they'll get the notifications differently. So that's how they get the traction different than me and you, small, creating content, right? That's what I think about. Anyway, now we'll clear that out. But following these videos, turn this off and turn that is going to make you views, that's didn't work for me. That's all I can say. It did not work for me. All it did was me change things that I didn't understand what I was doing in the beginning. But now, what I do is I don't change these settings. What I did do is correct my channel tags. So go into my main page, general, update that, what my channel is about. You know, look at the video description box if you want to put something there, like a paragraph that helps you when you start uploading your videos, gets you going. And what your channel is about is what it's all about, and that's where you put these tags, keyword SEO'd, search engine optimized for your channel, right? And that's how you're going to get people to find you. Because when they type in these keywords, it recommends your channel based on your authority. And that's another thing as well, by the way. Some channels have higher authority than you and so forth. That's what I learned. So my old channel that I deleted by mistake, that channel was created in, I think 2009. So it's a very old channel. So that gave me a bit of a push because it's a very old channel. Second of all, I was consistent every day uploading. Some days I was uploading about 4 to 5 videos. Imagine that. And I was consistent, keep hitting it, and just nothing was really happening for the first 6 to 7 months. And then suddenly, the growth started coming in, baby. I start seeing the subscribers move up. The views were getting traction and so forth because I was being consistent in what I was doing. But then again, I'm telling you, see, I think that's when you're walking at a faster pace than you should, interrupts with your speech. So then again, don't forget that I was causing a problem on my channel because I was releasing these different types of videos, cars, bikes, live, tech, you know, just causing a multiple confusion for the system to understand what is this person about, what is he doing. So this is where you hear when people say niche down and double down and so forth. It makes a lot of sense. Stick to one thing. But that, again, that wasn't work for me. I didn't feel like that. I wanted to be different. So I kept doing what I felt doing. It worked and it didn't work at the same time because some of my tech videos would end up on something else, somebody else's videos. You know, their feeds, for example. You go search, you see me under tech, you see me under bikes, you see me all over the place. Like, what's going on with this person? So if that's confusing for you, imagine how YouTube, the platform, feels about me. This guy's not sticking to one lane. He's confusing us. Park his videos to one side. That's what it felt like, honestly. Yeah, park the videos onto one side. So remember, do what works for you, because what may work for me, again, may not work for you. So that's my advice to you. I'm not going to tell you what to switch on and switch off. Just think of your page. Go to your main page, your home page of your YouTube. Look at your page. Does the banner on top match what you are? Does your profile picture scream out you or your brand, if that's what you're into? And look at your description about your channel. What's it all about? The video tags, does it match and so forth? Yeah, just keep improving that. That's your first concern. Then create a playlist. Now, when somebody falls onto your channel, they land onto your channel, they go to your main page and they see you have a playlist. You're somewhat organized. At least if I want to binge watch old content, I can go to the old content playlist and look at what was happening before, and then go to the updated playlists and look what's happening today. And if I feel like watching some tech stuff, going to tech, that's how I looked at it. So that's how I created the playlist. What would I want people to find on my channel? So if it's about tech, I put the stuff on the tech, you know, and that's how I created the playlist. Now, going forward, if you've been following, you know what I've done. I stopped tech stuff. And I mean like talking about tech itself and so forth. I thought, that ain't me. I'm not going to tell you what kind of tech this does and that does. I don't care about 10-bit, 8-bit, all that. I don't care about all that. What I care about is how is it helping me on my journey as a content creator. So that's where I'm gonna bring my tech into it. So at least you understand now what I mean by tech stuff. You won't be seeing me, this has this and has this edge sensor and this, you know, wow, and really? Yeah, not me. And I have nothing against it because I love tech. What I'm saying is, I don't think that's me. And that's what I discovered about me so far. Tech is part of your journey, but it's not about your journey. That makes better sense than I was trying to say. Yeah, so tech has been deleted from my channel. Where are we at? 28 minutes already. Have I been yapping on that long? Oh my God. 2.1. You know what? One more lap will do 3K. And that will be the end of today. Yeah, so far so good. Let me feel the camera. Yeah, it's warm to the touch. Actually, it's hot, but not as hot as yesterday. Well, I don't know, you know. I remember when I first whipped out my Insta360 X6, and I was like, yes, you know, the new and latest and greatest, and yeah, anyway, get on with it. Yeah, so had on 8K, start recording, and that device got hot. I'm telling you, wow. That reminded me of my first DJI Osmo 360. That got hot too on 8K. I was like, wow, this is really hot. And I mean it, sorry, it was hot. It didn't shut down me, but it was hot. Yeah. Anyway, how we're doing. Let's flip you around, stop the tracking and give you some views of what's ahead of me. Yeah, sometimes you gotta add some spice to your content too, you know. Be entertaining. If you need to entertain. You want people to laugh, make them laugh. That's what it's all about, you know. When you're being yourself, you can show the funny side of you, sad side of you, the grumpy side of you, I guess. I don't know. Just be yourself. At least people can see you with all different views of how you feel today. Oh yes, how do you feel today? Da-da-da-la-la-la-la. Oh, yeah. Sorry for the breathing, sorry. I know. You know, I remember watching a video on somebody saying, if you breathe on your videos, you heavy breathe and you all these noises that you distract people and it's not the thing to do. And I was thinking, ooh, I do apologize for I have been doing that too on my channel. Oh well, I suck at it, so who cares? I'm not really caring or bothering about how my videos look and how I should present myself. Yeah, right. Let me just present who I am, me. That's what I was all about. And that's what I am still about. And that's what I'm always gonna be about. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna talk about tech, but not tech like you want me to talk about it, because I told you that's what I'm here, and that's what I'm not about. Now, I have the Insta360 X5. I have the Insta360 X6. Is it groundbreaking? Is there a difference? No, not for me. I like the new form factor of the X6. I like the size and so forth. Now, it's supposed to record longer. Well, you know what? I'm gonna test that out. I'm gonna mount it onto my Harley and see if I have active tracking on that and track me and just go. We'll see how it goes. Actually, that can't track me like that, so that's gonna make sense. So just hit the record button and let's see how long it lasts. I'm gonna do that test one day for myself to understand. Because the last thing I want to be doing is recording content halfway through it, just, you know, battery does not last as long as it states. Anyway, I'm not doing that for test purposes, I'm doing it for me. Yeah, if something you would like to know, let me know in the comment below. Again, if you'd like to know the information of that, I'm not going to sit there and do a whole video for you to test because I'm not a tech reviewer. Let's get that clear. I'm saying it again, I'm not a tech reviewer. I'm a tech junkie that loves using tech. That's what it's all about. So I use the tech with me to create my content. And that's how I'm merging these two now to my channel. Yeah. Do I have a favorite of all these cameras I own? To be honest, not really. I love them all. Do I prefer this brand over that brand? No, not at all. I like DJI, I like Insta360, I like GoPro 2. What works for me on that day is what I'm taking out with me on the day. Yeah, I don't favor one over the other. Simple as that. So I'm not biased when it comes to choosing my tool that I have for the day. Now, photography, I'm into Leica heavily, and I mean heavily. I like Fujifilm too, I have a Fujifilm camera and so forth. But I've fallen in love with the Leica. That's just me. There's me adding some humor to what I'm doing, you know. Show you that I have a funny side if you want to see a funny side. You know, I love to make people laugh. Because it makes me laugh. And it makes my soul feel younger. That's what it's all about. So that's where I love to focus on creating funny content too, because if it made you laugh, I know I've achieved something, that I made your day for that moment. And that's what I like doing, you know, making people's day. A laughing soul makes you feel younger, I'm telling you, honestly. That's what I've discovered in my life. 48 years of living, laughter does something to the soul, let me tell you. It does something to the soul. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel better. And that's why I've always loved creating laughters with everybody else. Oh, I'm getting dizzy spill. I feel lightheaded. Let me just check my glucose for a second. Let me check my glucose, sorry. When I get lightheaded, yeah, I thought so. Glucose is very low. There you go. So I feel lightheaded. We're gonna end this soon. I mean, like, walking 2.6. Oh. Yeah. What to do? I feel lightheaded, honestly. Let's see. Can I make it to the end of this lap? I should be fine. That's one of the other reasons I have this glucose on me, to monitor, to understand my body better, you know. So when I was battling being pre-diabetic, and I was told that, you know, I need to go on to insulin and so forth to, you know, help with my diabetes, apparently because I was diabetic. I was like, you know what, I ain't going to that injection insulin, sorry, I'm not doing it. I don't care. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go full 180 degrees and stop doing things I shouldn't be doing, like sugar and so forth. And I just cut out 40 days, and that's why I went on that 40 days challenge. Thanks to my wife, who challenged me to do it. I'm telling you, I don't think I want to be on the insulin game by taking insulin injections to live. So I went cold turkey, and 40 days, no sugar and so forth, and I just dropped the weight and so forth, and yeah. I don't believe in, you know, being dependent on medication. I just don't believe it, sorry. You could take control of your life, and 1% mindset was what helped me go through it, by the way. So, yeah. I'm sitting with you live right now, and I feel lightheaded, don't worry. I know what to do, just take it easy and enjoy the moment. It's your body telling you need to put some sugar in or something to raise up the glucose. I know. For I have understood my body. For the last 2 years I've been monitoring. I know the threshold, what's too much, what's too less. Yep. Thanks to this glucose monitor that I have on me. It's a Libri sensor that has been living with me for the past 3 years now. And I liked it because it helped me understand my body, as in the glucose levels and so forth, and when it's up and down, and yeah. But now I've started to understand my body better. Like if I feel like this, giddy and lightheaded, I know my glucose is low. If I feel this tingling weird and, you know, tiredness, that means my glucose is high. That's what I discovered, and that's what I've learned about my body. Yeah, 2.8. Coming to the end of this track now, and so far, 37 minutes in, this Pocket 4 has done well. Again, remember, maybe yesterday was hotter than today. It stated that was 43, but sometimes it says 43 but feels like 47. That's the truth too. You know, multiple things goes against you sometimes, and I feel drowsy, honestly. It's okay, I'm near to the end now. Coming to the end of this track. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. But I'm sure I've achieved my targets for steps anyway, so that's a good thing. I've got out and walked, that's a good thing too. Here's something I want you to drop a comment below and let me know if you've got the experience behind this in life when it comes to fitness and so forth. Now they say it's better to go out walking or doing your things early in the morning on an empty stomach, fasting and so forth. That's the highest impact you're going to see on change and so forth. Is that true or is that a myth? I don't know. You tell me out there. So drop me a comment below if you know that answer to that question, because I'd love to know. Because I'm on this journey again, and I've done a 40-day challenge where I've cut out sugar and everything from my diet and so forth, where I just kept it of high protein and very, very minimal carbs and so forth, and I saw the results, yeah. But this time around, I'm doing it differently, and what I mean by doing it differently is I need your help out there. Let me know if you've got some insight into this. Does it make a change, or does it not make any change, you know? Whether I do the walks now, whether I do it first thing in the morning, you tell me, I don't know.
3 kilometers.
3 kilometers done. So it took me 39 minutes, 39 seconds to do. If you can see that, I do apologize for being upside down or wonky or whatever, I don't care. But what I'm trying to show you out there is it took me 39 minutes, 39 seconds to get 3K in. Now I knew that I beated that when I did the last 30-day challenge. So the minute I shaved off it was me achieving a milestone on that 30-day challenge. Oh, I feel weird. It's okay, because I'm going to get something now to boost up the sugar, peanut butter, some water, sit down and take a breather. And I'm going to end this walk because I've done my 3K, tick the box, done that today. I should have taken some little mini boost before starting this walk, but it's okay. Again, dehydration goes against you. That's it, I'm coming to the end, baby. I'm coming to the end. Yeah. So you must have seen me up high up there and, you know, energetic, and then suddenly starting to slow down and die down. That's because my glucose levels has gone down too. So that affected me too. Yep. So it's all about finding that right balance right in life. Let's check my glucose again. It's not going to change. Yep, low glucose, still the same. Here we go. I'm gonna end this now. Well, I mean the tracking of my walks and so forth. Sit down at this table right here and end this vlog for today. Yeah, end the vlog. Today's vlog 17. We talked about this yesterday, so if you didn't watch yesterday's one, I suggest you go watch yesterday's vlog 16 to understand what this vlog 17 is about and so forth. It'll make sense to you. Let me get some water. I need to. Right. Water here. Ooba. Let me just get two. I'm sure the active tracking is not gonna. Should I have some peanut butter milkshake? Thank you. Yeah. So let's sit down and get my head wrapped around this. I feel better shortly. I know what to do in these circumstances, don't worry, I'm okay. That's what it's all about, this whole journey of me being myself, I guess. Let's disable this active tracking. click on that. There you go, joystick control. There it is. I got my joystick and control off. Yes. I just feel lightheaded, honestly. Right, I'm gonna end this one for now. I'll see you all later, maybe. Who knows? See you in the next one. So tune in tomorrow, maybe. If I decide to do a vlog walk. If not, it'll be a vlog. But tomorrow will be vlog 18. I need to restructure this whole thing about vlogs as well. I need to do a reset on my channel. What do I mean by reset? Well, do I continue these vlogs as is, or do I change it up? Either way, I need to change it up. Yeah, I need to change it up. So if you sticked around this far with me, I do appreciate you, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I just want to say thank you for being with me along my journey too of this new channel, 7 months in, and I'm thankful to have you too with me on my channel. Yeah, I'm not going to miss doing tech stuff, but the good thing is tech is going to be with me on my journey too. It just means it's part of my journey but not around my journey, if that makes sense. I'm going to start focusing on life stuff, you know, bike stuff, cars and so forth. Yep, that's what I'm going to focus on. But videos like this, talking about life and, you know, just being yourself and so forth, and watching me elevate along this journey too is going to resonate with you maybe. Maybe it doesn't resonate with you. Maybe you like drama and so forth. I do apologize for my channel's not about drama. I'm not into drama. I'm not into that stuff. I've had enough drama in my life, let me tell you. I'm all about bringing change in my life. It'll help me, it may help you too. So let's see. Anyway, I'm gonna end it for now, and I'll see you on the next one. Maybe, again, did I repeat that? Yes. Who knows, for life is short. Signing off for today. I'll see you all on the next one.